I am Nick Shell, and I am the one who wrote the song Get to the Point, which I filmed just moments ago. And if you haven't seen that song or heard it, just take a look right there. There's a link, it'll take you to the song. As for this video that you happen to be watching, it'd be pretty strange if you'd watch this video and haven't seen the song yet or haven't heard it. What I'm going to do in this video is explain why I wrote the song Get to the Point. I wrote this about a month ago, and then my wife and I went on vacation to Colorado, and I just now got around to actually recording it. A very simple song. And if you're familiar with how to play guitar, it's just two chords. It's E and it's A. It's variations of those, but ultimately it's just E and A. There's no minor chords, there's no real bridge. It's very basic, and that's what I wanted to do with the song. I wanted to create a song that was so basic and simple, but ultimately was able to be complex enough to not be boring. So that was my goal in writing this, and I feel that ultimately it goes in line with the theme of communication of this song. What I want to say inspired this song specifically. My wife and I both work from home right now during this COVID culture, and I remember about a month ago my wife came downstairs to get something to eat for lunch, and because I work out of the kitchen, and she was talking about how this one person just kept rambling, they wouldn't get to the point. And I said, that's funny, I just got off the phone with somebody the same way. And I said, I refuse to let them do that to my time. It's all about time management. Time management ultimately translates into good communication and so on. So not only am I not going to ramble on, I'm not gonna let someone else, I've got work to do. I'm not gonna put myself in this situation. So we had that conversation, just a random conversation. And then I just got out the guitar later and basically wrote this song pretty much just right then and there. So here are the lyrics. There's no such thing as a long story short. And this is something I've been thinking for a while. About a year or so ago, though, I did see it confirmed on Jerry Seinfeld's show on Netflix, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. He was talking to another comedian about that yeah, there is no such thing as a long story short. Either you can communicate well or you can't. So there's no such thing as a long story short, only a poor communicator. I don't need to know these pointless details. I don't have to put myself through this. So there's the first verse. Of course, the chorus is just get to the point. I'm just repeating that over and over. And I wanted to challenge myself because usually I feel my choruses are pretty complex. This one I wanted to just use the same four words, get to the point, and change the melody a little bit. But again, it's just the same chords, E and A over and over. So then the second verse is, I'm afraid you've lost my interest. Now it's funny, my wife and I just finished watching the show The Office all the way through for the third time on Netflix. And there's an episode where Robert California says that to somebody in the office. I'm afraid you've lost my interest. So that made it into this song. I'm afraid you've lost my interest. Your choice of narrative is simply not the best. I take pride in managing my time, which is why this is goodbye. You get to the point. And then there's sort of this trail off towards the end where I say, well anyways, what I'm trying to say, because that's another thing that people who don't communicate well, in addition to saying long story short and then just dragging out the story that doesn't really even need to be a story to begin with, they'll also say, well, all that to say, well anyways, it's like they get bored with their own story and they start basically correcting themselves, almost telling themselves, hey, this is taking too long to say. So there you go. It's very dear to my heart about being a good communicator, about taking control of your own life by communicating efficiently and managing your time. And again, these go hand in hand. So there's my song, Get to the Point. Feel free to, again, watch the video in that link below. And thanks for watching.